All right, let's take our seat. And from wherever you are seated, whether it's the couch, whether it's a chair like this, go ahead and scoot to the front of that seat and plant the pads of your feet. So you might even scoot to what we call like the edge of your seat, which is really just your sits bones there, those little bony protrusions catching on the edge of the seat. It's kind of harder to feel that on a couch, but just explore, be willing to be wrong, and then let it go. All right, this morning, oh, I can hear the birds singing. Ooh, they're excited to be here too. This morning, we'll center ourselves and draw our awareness into our physical bodies to start our practice. So if you would like, let the gaze diffuse or the eyes close and become aware of your natural breath in your body. As you sit here, notice the inhales and the exhales. We're not trying to change them. Sometimes, though, just noticing can cause a little anxiety, but that's all right. We'll sit with it. And eventually, you'll settle into your natural breath once more. As you breathe, notice, is it the belly that expands with the inhale or the shoulders and chest? Maybe both. What softens as you exhale? As you breathe, do you notice any areas of your body where you feel sensation even in stillness? Maybe a tension in the shoulders. I can tell you personally, I feel tension in my belly right now. And maybe you don't feel anything, and that's a perfectly wonderful answer. We're just here to notice and explore. When you're ready, we're going to begin to deepen the breath. So on your next inhale, send the breath deep down into the belly. Feel it expand. Fill the heart center and lungs as well, and then let the breath go from the body. Before once more sending the inhale deep into the belly, filling the torso all the way with air, and then let's see if you can exhale just a little slower. Before once more filling the body. And continue these big body breaths. That's what I call them, breathing with our whole body, filling ourselves up all the way. And just notice the exhale as the breath trickles from the lungs and the belly. Not only do these deep body breaths stimulate our vagal nerve, helping ground and calm, but they also flood our body with fantastic oxygen. It utilizes the third lobe of that right lung that almost never sees air in our natural breath. So it's important that we spend time consciously breathing big body breaths. Whenever you're ready, you might move back into your natural breath once more, finding some ease. And then if you'd like, blink the eyes open. We're going to start rubbing the ears, very gentle. You might start with the lobes, and I give a soft pinch and pull down. That's my method for rubbing. It also is a gentle way to, again, stimulate the vagal nerve, just squeezing the earlobes gently and pulling them down. We'll do this a few more times. Can you relax through the jaw and the throat as you do this? Even while you bring your arms up towards your ears, can you let the shoulders relax down towards the earth? And then we'll take the midpoint of the ears and we're gently going to pull it out from the head. So same method, just a light squeeze and a pull. My ears sort of slide out from between my fingers, and then I go back and secure my gentle pinch once more. Again, can you soften any effort in the belly here? Can you let it hang easy as you sit? And then we'll find the tops of our ears, gently pull up. You might even, as you do this, tell yourself, I'm rubbing my ears. I'm rubbing my ears. And then from the ears, we'll move to the back of the neck. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our fingertips, place it along the spine of our neck, and pull them apart like this. I will turn and show. We're going to place our fingertips at the midline of our neck and just pull, separating those muscles towards the side. And you're going to start at the base of your skull. So right up at the base of your skull, pressing in at the midpoint, pulling out to either side, keeping that pressure as firm as feels good in your body. And then let's move down the neck. And then a little further down the neck. And you might find a sticky spot that you're like, oh yeah, that needs some work. Hang out there. As you do this, feel the sensations you're creating. We'll move down towards the shoulders. And what I do is I just brace my fingertips. And again, I'm just pressing and pulling forward, pressing and pulling forward. Feel the massage. You might even close your eyes just to let your body really notice sensation. From the shoulders, we're going to move down towards the heart. So we'll find our sternum here. Again, the fingertips meet, same method, press into the center, pull gently out towards the side. And you might do this from collarbone all the way down as far as feels good. I sort of stop at the top of my pecs here, and you might go all the way across the chest. We're just loving on the body here, touching parts of ourselves that we might not have touched for days or weeks, just spending time with our own selves, knowing that it's powerful to just touch and love on yourself. From the heart and the sternum, we're going to move down into the solar plexus. The solar plexus is just below the chest, right at the place where your rib cage ends here. And we'll do the same, press into the middle and pull to the side. And you might do this very gently at the solar plexus. We carry a lot of stress and tension, a lot of big feelings here. So if you struggle with anxiety, this might be very sensational, or maybe even the exact opposite, where you're not feeling a lot of sensation, but be gentle. We don't have to press hard on the solar plexus. Then we're going to move down into the belly. So both hands, both fingertips, find your belly button, wherever that is. You're going to move up about 3 inches, so just below that solar plexus. And then from here, we're going to do little circles. We're going to move over towards the left and down. So we're finding our circles. And you might be like, hell no, I'm not touching my belly, Danae. Cool, don't do it. If you don't want to touch your belly, press down to the tops of your thighs. Press your thighs away. But if you're ready for some belly action, let's do a little belly rub. And bellies are sensitive. We're not pressing hard here. We're not digging deep, not even nearly as much as we were on the shoulders. So we're just gently rubbing round and round. And when we go this direction, we encourage digestion. You can see my kitten running around. She likes to join us for these practices. All right, from wherever you are, we'll go ahead and stop. Take a moment, close your eyes, feel into the body. What's going on? Maybe all of that touch felt great. Maybe it felt a little bit uncomfortable, but take a moment to acknowledge. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath into the belly, fill it all the way up. And then exhale. Let's just cleanse it from the body. Once more, inhale deep. Exhale through the mouth, release it. One more time. Beautiful. Let's deeply stimulate that vagal nerve by sweeping the right arm up, pressing through those fingertips, and then we're going to wrap it over your head. Place the palm on the left side of the head. We're going to invite our right ear down towards that right shoulder. And our goal here is to create length on the left side of the body. So you might even drop this left shoulder down towards the earth. If you want to really feel it, you might let it hang heavy by your side. And then can you breathe into the belly? Can you soften it? You might feel great hanging out like this. If you want to more deeply stimulate the vagal nerve here, you're going to turn your gaze up towards the ceiling without moving your face. Find a fixed point until the muscles around the eyes grow tight or feel effortful. And then you're going to blink as often as you like, holding that gaze. So we're really getting into the nitty-gritty of that vagus nerve. Well, there are multiples. And then when you're ready, close your eyes, lift your hand from atop your head, let your head float upright. Beautiful. Rest that right hand atop your thigh and take a moment to feel sensation. Maybe it's floating, buzzing, and aching. And then when you're ready, sweep that left arm up, switch sides, gently pulling that left ear towards that left shoulder. Letting that right shoulder drop down low, feel the length, feel the stretch here along the right side of the neck. Can you relax into it? Can you soften the right side of the neck? So often when we feel intense sensation, we tend to clench in that area. And our practice here in yoga and somatics teaches us the opposite. It teaches us to find softness in that stretch, to find ease in the midst of the intense sensation. If you'd like, you might turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Soften through the jaw. Breathe into the belly. And then when you're ready, close your eyes, lift your hand, let the head float over the shoulders. Feel sensation. Take note. Is there warmth, coolness, a buzzing? There you are. All right. On an inhale, we're going to sweep both arms up and overhead. Let the gaze follow. Exhale, palms come to the heart center for Anjali Mudra. Again, let's find a flow, really pressing through those fingertips. With each inhale, warming up those shoulder sockets, warming up the neck, even so, just a little here. We'll do this once more. On your inhale, sweep your arms out and up, and let's keep them there for a moment. Find this length. We're going to press up through the fingertips, up through the top of the head as you press down through the feet. So we're not standing up off of our chair, but we're creating this tension, like we're rising up. And then from here, we're going to sweep our arms in the direction that they came from. So right back down, pressing through those fingertips. Nice and slow. This is where we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back or grab your strap, belt, or what have you. And sometimes that can even be an even more excellent sensation. So if you're interlacing your fingers, you're going to press the tops of your hands down towards the earth. If you're grabbing that strap, just shimmy those hands on down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, let that heart pop out. And then from here, we're gonna lift our chin upwards, let our belly fall forward. And if you wanna widen your stance a little bit for that belly, feel free to. Press the chin up so we're opening the whole front line of the body here. Breathe in deep. Notice how your inhale feels. Can it further stretch the front of the body open? Breathe in deep, take it all in. And then on your next exhale, you're gonna drop your gaze down low. We're gonna tuck that belly back in, press through the feet. We're gonna come into our version of seated cat. So let the head hang heavy here. You might even give it a little wiggle. If it feels weird, if we're struggling to let the head hang loose, you might lean forward just a little bit. And then relax the neck. Feel it hang heavy as you press through the pads of the feet. Can you gently feel that tailbone start to curl up towards the belly button? Can you notice all the length you're creating in the low back? this big C shape with the body. I'll turn my orientation here so you can see a little more clearly what's happening. And then let's move with the breath here. So on an inhale, rise up, gaze rises. We're pressing the chin up as we press the tops of the hands down towards the earth, squeeze the shoulder blades together, send the belly forward. I guess that was a lot of direction. And then on an exhale, reverse, come back into this seated cat. All right, inhale, sweep the gaze up, press through the chin. Exhale, press through the feet, curl the spine, head hangs heavy, back and forth. Beautiful. One more round of breath here. And then on your next inhale, rise up to neutral, release the hands. We're going to do this a few more rounds, but this time we're going to sweep our arms up overhead, interlace our fingers behind our head. And if this doesn't feel good to those rotator cuffs, you might simply place your hands on either side of your head. You decide. But from here, we're going to find that same motion. Inhale, chin presses up, belly falls forward. Exhale, gaze lowers. We'll press through the feet. This time, you might even use the hands just to let the neck hang just a little heavier, right? Are we enjoying that stretch in the back of the neck? If not, lift those hands up, bring a little ease there. But we're really feeling this stretch in this C shape. On an inhale, right back up, gaze rises, chin presses up. As you exhale, release those hands. We're going to lower them down by our side. Wonderful. Let's find a gentle twist here. So if you have the back of your chair handy, awesome. On an inhale, sweep both arms up. As you exhale, your left hand is going to come down towards that right thigh. Your right arm is going to press into the back of the chair behind you. We're going to use both of these anchors to twist from the torso. So it's the heart and the rib cage that wants to twist. And then if you like, you might turn your gaze to look over that back right shoulder. And breathe deep into the body here. Notice how your inhales and exhales bring with them sensation, stretching. You take a deep exhale. Does it allow you to twist any further here? We're just noticing how the breath alone changes what we feel even in stillness. And then when you're ready, release from this twist. We'll unwind to neutral. On an inhale, sweep the arms up. Let's reverse sides. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind. We're anchoring the hands, turning the rib cage, and maybe gazing over that back shoulder. On an inhale of your choice, release, unwind. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's move into a figure 4 here, and it's going to prep us for a tree pose that we're going to do seated. Tree pose sounds weird seated, but I promise it's awesome and can be incredibly challenging. But to warm up the hips, you might find a strap, you might ditch the strap. Either way, we're going to take this right ankle and we're going to cross it over the top of our left thigh. So a strap is awesome because you can literally just step into it and pull it up. And you might keep the strap here to keep the foot up here. You might lengthen your leg out and let your foot slide down below the knee. That creates some space for the belly. So decide where you'd like to be. And then we're going to find some micro movement here that's going to help us find a really, really incredible fold. So on an inhale, we're going to draw this energy up from the pelvis to the top of the head, creating all this length. Exhale, relax those shoulders down. Let's do this twice more. Inhale, draw the energy up through the body. Exhale, keep the length, relax the shoulders. Once more, find that length. This time, as you exhale, you're going to bring your heart center forward in this fold, and we're going to take it so slow. You might already be feeling it in the outside of this thigh. As you fold down, maybe you give it a good little massage here, right? We're here to massage and touch our body. We're here to love on ourselves. And maybe you find you want to tuck your belly in between your thighs. Maybe you find that your fold is little today. Mine are, my hips are tight. I'm going to honor that. Maybe you fold all the way down. Let it be what it is. And let it be enough for you today. Knowing the body is doing its best. And when we love on it, when we allow it, even if we can't find love, when we allow it to exist how it is and we let it be okay, we build body trust. All right. We're going to rise up nice and slow. Beautiful. From here, we're going to touch our foot, our ankle to be exact. So if you draw a little circle around your ankle, the part of the circle that is closest to your body, right? The line of the circle. So it's on the inside of your heel, right here is a pressure point. We're going to sit here for a moment. You're going to take your thumb, you're going to press directly down into that pressure point. And as you press, can you soften through the belly? Breathe into the body, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw of the face, and just press. So it's a nice firm pressure. We're feeling sensation. It may be a little uncomfortable, and we allow it to be a little uncomfortable today. This pressure point can be sensitive, but it relaxes the belly. It helps release deep tension in the body, in the hips, the solar plexus. So we press down and we breathe and we let it be. Beautiful. Go ahead and release that thumb. Let's find a gentle twist if we like. Ooh, just a little bit, resembling quite a bit what we did earlier. Maybe that feels good. Maybe you skip it. And then let's release this ankle. We'll switch sides. So you might step into that strap, bring it up on top and hold or not. And then from here, we're going to find that length again. Inhale up, exhale, release the shoulders. Let's do this twice more. On your next exhale, heart center falls forward, little by little by little. This can be where that strap is really helpful. All right. Maybe you massage the outside of that left hip. It can also feel good to just take a C shape with the hand and then hit it. This is a wonderful loose massage. Can you relax through this area of sensation in your body? Maybe it's not here in the hip, maybe it's in the back. Wherever you're feeling intensity, can you let those muscles relax and release? Can you allow them to soften instead of the habitual tightening that we do out of fear and habit? When you're ready, slowly rise up. We're going to find that pressure point. So same spot. You're going to do it on the side of your ankle, closest to your torso, closest to your body here. You're just going to press down and breathe. Where can you soften? Can you allow the intensity that might be building underneath that pressure point to exist without flexing through the thighs, without clenching the glutes, without tightening the jaw? Can you melt everywhere possible? All right, release the pressure point. We're going to let that left ankle down. And then from here, we're going to do tree pose on either side of the body. And there are so many ways that we can make this more or less challenging for the body, but we'll start little. So I'm going to extend my left leg long. I'm going to plant the pad of my foot down as I do. My right leg, I'm going to bring up towards my chest, maybe out towards my armpit, just for a little stretch up into the body, and then release it back down. We're going to bring the pad of our right foot either onto the inside of our calf or up above the knee. You decide. I can't hold it here very well, and we don't want to press against the knee, so I'm going to keep my foot down at my calf. I'm going to let my right knee fall open towards the right. And I'm sat upright right now, right? We have a lower portion of tree here. You might be feeling sensation already building here. We're using strength to hold it. If we're not ready for this strength, you might cross your ankle over top. Okay, but our goal here is to keep the pad of the foot pressed. We're using the strength of our muscles to hold this. And then on an inhale, sweep the arms out and up. You might remain like this, seated upright. If you'd like to bring an even greater challenge to this, lean back. We're not leaning back to be supported by the chair. We're leaning back to engage the abdominal muscles here and breathe. So maybe you lean back, maybe you sit upright, but let's find our tree. Breathe into your body. You feel a little shaking, beautiful, let it shake. Take deep body breaths here. We'll do 2 more. And then on an exhale, lower those arms, sit upright, drop that leg. Let's switch sides. So right leg extends long. We're gonna lift this left knee up or out just to get that stretch, right? We haven't done this with our legs yet. And then when you're ready, pad of that left foot finds its spot. Knee falls out towards the side. Feel this, engage in the hips. Use your strength, or use your strength and a little assist by crossing that ankle over top, right? From here on an inhale, sweep the arms up. Maybe you know you already want to lean back into your tree. Take one more opportunity to just relax this left knee open towards the left and breathe. Breathe and be. Maybe you bring on an even greater challenge by just sinking back a little further. Gosh, you can see my abs are like, what are we doing? It is easier to do this posture standing than like this. Wild. All right. When you're ready, rise up, lower those arms, release that leg. Let's come into our final Shavasana. So for final Shavasana, I'm scooting all the way back into my seat. I'm letting the length of my back rest against my support. I'm lucky my chair's low enough that the pads of my feet plant against the earth. Relaxing the shoulders, releasing the belly. Maybe you give a little rub here. It's done a lot of work with that tree pose. And then when you're ready, find as close to effortlessness in your physical body as you feel invited to. Maybe you let the head hang heavy for now, softening through the jaw, the shoulders, the heart. On your next inhale into the belly, can you stretch it wide? Exhale, soften any effort in the belly, the hips, the thighs, all the way down into the ankles, pads of your feet, and each toe. We take a moment here in this place of stillness to be present with self. This isn't our time to make plans, to judge the past or present. This is our time to just be. You might spend the next few breaths noticing how the body rises and falls with each inhale and exhale. Now you can remain here for as long as you like. Genuinely, the longer the Shavasana, the better. Movement is important, but stillness with self is our goal. If you like to begin awakening the body, you might rub the pad of the thumbs against your fingers. Notice what textures you feel, what temperature your fingers are. Are they warm or cold? You might curl and flex the toes, noticing any textures on the floor beneath you. Is it smooth, fuzzy, scratchy, soft, or firm? And then invite that movement into the ankles, the wrists, the arms, the legs. You might even sit up, stretch your arms overhead, press out through your feet. And then exhale, let it all go. From wherever you are, we'll end our practice today in Anjali Mudra if you'd like. Both hands towards the heart center. Maybe you take a gentle bow on the head if it feels right. It's important that we spend time with ourselves. And these small acts of touching ourselves and becoming aware of the sensations that arise as we do is such a beautifully simple way to build body trust, to solidify the mind-body connection and feel more at home in our bodies. As always, when we end our practice, we show ourselves a little gratitude or a lot of gratitude, right? No one can show up and do this work for us but us. We can't hire it out. We can't make someone else do it. It's just us, and you did it, and that's powerful. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light and the dark in me see the light and the dark in you, and we are the same, and we need to be rubbing and touching ourselves more often.